Hello everybody and welcome either to or back to my channel. So today I've got Plan With Me week 36 and this is September 1st through September 7th. Today's sticker kit is from Nerds the Word Sticker Co. I have used a sticker kit from them before, and so I know off the top of my head that this sticker shop is no longer open. One day, as soon as I work through all of these other sticker kits that I already have, I will definitely make it a point to purchase some newer sticker kits from shops that are still open. In the meantime, I'm gonna finish using these up because I do not want them here anymore, if that makes sense. Okay, and then of course I'm gonna start with all of like my big box stickers and all those good things. My to-do list boxes are shorter, much shorter this week. So still very cute, but I pulled them from a different sticker brand. So you'll see that they're some of them are like they have like 3 lines, and then some of them have 5. I just thought that they were super cute, and why not use them? Because this particular kit did not come with any to-do list stickers, which I now realize I'm very used to utilizing them, so I want at least some of them. Because I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't at least work on some to-do items. Again, I'm sure I mentioned this with the last sticker kit that I used from Nerds the Word, but the colors are extremely vibrant, and I love that. I've seen a lot of sticker shops that do these very pretty, but also very dainty and like pastel colored kits, and that's great. I know a lot of people really like that muted aesthetic. I don't think that I'm one of those people, but I mean, right now I'm kind of just trying to utilize all of this stuff that I have and have had for some years to get it out of the way to make room for new sticker kits at some point. And then my mini to-do list. Oh, come on, sticker. There we go. So there's not a to-do list for every single day, but there is for quite a few days. There we go. And here's the to-do script sticker. All right. And then let me flip us in. And I have, I'm going to put a quote sticker there. I just don't know which quote sticker, but I'll get started on Monday. Of course, I'm going to start with my reading up here. And then for reading activities this week, I chose these cute little like to-go mugs. And Monday was also Labor Day, so I read for 1 hour. And everybody was off this day, so that was quite nice. I will put this next one here. icon sticker. And then I will write no school. Because, like, who doesn't love a good day off? And then next I'm going to mark down my swimming and my walking. So this week was actually post initial back injury. And I was actually feeling good until I then went and re-injured my back. So that wasn't very pleasant. If I haven't mentioned it before, I do not recommend. And then I'm gonna actually throw this one up here too. So on this one, I walked 1 mile and I did a 30-minute swim. I'm actually really sad that we are coming to the end of swimming season, essentially, because I love a swim cardio workout. I can burn like 350 calories in 30 minutes, and it's fabulous because I don't like to feel sweaty. I don't think anyone really likes to be sweaty, but just I love doing that type of workout, and now I'm not going to be able to because it's going to be too cold. I did swim yesterday. I might also swim today. And then for the next one, yeah, she barely got a fit, but that's okay. Okay, for this one, I've got this little weight over here, and it was 30 minutes strength, and then also stretch. Okay, beautiful. And then I'll move on to Tuesday, and of course I will start with logging my reading. I don't know if anybody can hear this little bird or something chirping right outside my window, but if you can, sorry, nature is there. Okay, I read for 1 hour on Tuesday, and then after that, I'm going to put down, my son had martial arts. There's my little icon. I will put that right under here. And then I will write son, martial arts. And then my daughter had physical therapy this day. But first, let me put down my meditation. Come on, little icon sticker. Okay, I'm gonna put this right about here because I do need a little bit of space to fit this icon sticker. And then I will write meditate. I could write meditation. It's okay. And then after that, I will mark that it was my daughter's birthday. I cannot even believe how the years have flown by. my daughter also had a physical therapy appointment this day because that whole knee dislocation, not a pleasant experience, but I think as of now she has been cleared for full activity. Not sure that she's happy about that because she was getting to skip PE. I could have just put PT, but shall be okay. And then I will log my physical activity here for Tuesday. And let's see, I walked 1 mile. I did a 30-minute swim. And well, I kind of thought that that would look better, and then I didn't think it did. So a lot of the stretching that I did for this week was all related to my back and my back injury. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing about this back injury by now. Unfortunately, we are still not at 100% right now in this moment. And today is Saturday, September 27th. And this video will actually go up same day. So we're a little bit behind on our recordings. But anywho, the last item that I'm going to mark for Tuesday is our budget meeting. Okay, perfect. And then that brings me over to Wednesday. And of course, I will be starting with my reading. Get my little adorable to-go cup icon. And then I read for 30 minutes. And then, let's see, after that, of course, my son did also have martial arts on this day. Come here, box sticker. Look at my little car. And then I will write son, M.A. I'm kind of surprised that my son is still really enjoying martial arts. Usually at a certain point, he starts to get bored. He's now been in martial arts for 6 months. So I think at this point it's a little bit of, I like it, and a little bit of, well, they're making me do it kind of thing. Oh, it looks like there's some long hair going on. Okay, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and mark here is going to be my YouTube video. Got this cute little girl with her laptop. I love these little rainbow hair girls. That's why I use them so much. They're adorable and they fit perfectly. So, and then I will just write YouTube video. Perfect. Sorry, you guys, I had to grab a drink. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to mark down is going to be my workouts for this day. I walked 2 miles and I did some stretching. I think this is where I really started to struggle with like back pain and whatnot. And then this week, naturally, because that's just how the universe works, everybody in my house has been sick at some point with something this week. So I think for me, I think it was mostly allergies because of the weather change, because we're starting to see that cold weather. But my daughter wasn't feeling good early in the week, and then my son started to feel bad, and towards the end of the week, my husband got sick. So it's just, we've just been going through it. I feel like it's just that time of year with the weather change. The kids went back to school, and it's like, we can't handle it all. At least not in my house. Okay, and then the next one I'm going to put down is we had some family time watching a movie. And again, we're going to cover up a little bit of that to-do list sticker, but it's okay. It's only a little. Put the little TV icon down there. And I will write family movie night. And if I'm not mistaken, we watched the Lilo and Stitch movie that night. Okay, that brings me over to Thursday. So, of course, again, I will be starting with my reading. But I'm not thrilled about the way that was placed. There we go. That looks better. And then I read for an hour on Thursday. And if I remember right, I am 42 books in as of right now. 42 books in to my 52 book goal. So I'm on track, maybe a little bit ahead, but that's totally fine. Again, this day my daughter did have another physical therapy appointment. I'm gonna put that up at the top. And I'm just gonna write daughter PT. And then I'm going to put, excuse me with my strugulating voice over here. All right, I'm gonna put this box here. And then I have this little icon I'm gonna use down here. And for Thursday, I walked 1 mile and did a 30-minute swim. I don't know how many envelopes I was trying to make there, but clearly it was more than a couple. And then the last one that I have to mark for this day, I had to grab a different size box from the kit because the other box I had was just, it was not going to fit because it was this size up here. It would have been gigantic. And then I'm going to use this huge but so very adorable little exercise bike sticker. Not that I actually used an exercise bike during this workout in particular, but I just thought it was cute. Okay, I did trim off what I could. And if anything gets covered up over here, it's not the end of the world. And I have now sticker pieces stuck on my fingers. Always gotta have a cat meowing. I don't know if you guys can hear that. He just wants attention. Shocking, I know. Okay. So I'll write workout with friends. And those workouts have been a lot more tame and more like along the lines of functional, because with back pain or back injuries, it's really not recommended to just go back out there and start lifting weights again. Okay. And then for Friday, start with my reading. And then I will put my cute little cubby over here. And I read for another hour. And then it was also my mother's birthday on September 5th. By this time we had already celebrated everybody's birthdays and did all of the gift exchanging and all that good stuff. Is this pen running out of ink? No. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have another, at least one or two of these. Anywho, that's upsetting. And then after that, for Friday, I meditated. Meditate, and then after that, this was a 30-minute swim. And then also I did a 1-mile walk this day. Put my little, he looks like a running man. I mean, I guess you could, it's more designed for running because I don't think I look like that when I walk. But who knows? I don't have a mirror most of the time. 1 mile. I guess I could get a gym membership just to like look at myself on like in the mirror on the treadmill. I'm not gonna do that. Luckily for me, I have neighbors who let me use their garage gym so that then I don't have to pay for a gym membership. And then of course for Saturday, I'm gonna start with my reading. I love those little cups. And I read for an hour and a half, 1.5 hours. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and mark down my video. Put her over here. And then I'm just gonna write YouTube video. For any of you that watch my videos, does anybody else have a YouTube channel? If you do, leave it in the comments below. I'll totally like subscribe and follow back. Okay. Really? also had planning time this day, and I came across this box sticker that just so happens to match this kit perfectly, and I was like, I have to use it, I have to. Okay, so planning time. And there's not, like, realistically, there's not a week that goes by that I don't do some form of planning. It's like I can't even help it. And I giggle because everybody asks me, like, what exactly are you planning? And I'm like, if I'm being honest, like the rest of my life, basically. Working on putting things together for next year, that type of stuff. Locked Apollo. And then after that, I had there we go. I had tea time. I love these. Does anybody else out there like a big tea drinker? Just me. That's totally okay too. I love tea. Chai is like one of my favorite teas, but I mean, I love green tea. I love most teas, to be honest. And then I'm sure you all know me by now. I have not moved on from Diablo 4 yet. Probably won't anytime soon. Because I am obsessed. Okay, and then the last thing I have for Saturday is that I meditated. And if my stuff seems to have changed recently, I am trying to build upon the habits I'm planning on implementing for next year. Just trying to get myself into the habit of doing some of these things, just trying to get accustomed to it now, because some of, if I didn't mention it in my last video, I came up with, I typed up some checklists for myself, like daily checklists. So I have like a morning checklist, a midday checklist, and an evening checklist, and it's all on one sheet. And then I print it out for each day, write the date at the top. And as I go through my day, I check those things off. Just because sometimes I feel like I procrastinate until like Friday or Saturday. And then I'm like scrambling to get the stuff together for like the grocery list. And it drives me insane. Because during the daytime when I'm working, I can easily forget about the personal items that I need to handle. So I'm working on that actively. That's why I've started like meditating and drinking a lot more tea and stuff like that. Okay, here's the reading for Sunday. And then on Sunday, I read for an hour. Read 1 hour. And then after that, we did have time with our kiddos. Use this big box here. So we did like individual time with the kids. And I picked this like unicorn dress up girl because it was what I had. Don't really have a sticker that's great for marking quality times with the kids. Maybe that's something I can look at getting in my next like sticker order. Quality time with kids. Perfect. And then after that, I watched a podcast by Jay Shetty. If you guys have never checked out his podcast videos, he's got some really great videos on there. I was just watching one of the podcasts he did with Mel Robbins. If you guys have never checked out any of her books, I would highly recommend checking out her books. They're awesome. Let me write. Watched Jay Shetty. And then the last thing that I'm going to mark down for Sunday. Will this fit? I think it'll fit just fine. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. There we go. And again, we only blocked a little bit of that to-do list sticker, just barely. And I will write hot bath. There have been so many Epsom salt soaks. I now need to purchase more Epsom salt. But it really helps with like muscle pain and all of those good things. And let me grab this quote sticker that I was talking about. That might be the wrong book. It is, because here's the right book. I like to use a lot of different, or maybe it's not the right book. Is it? Am I tripping? I mean, this one will actually work. And it's something that I have to remind myself of quite regularly. And it says, live in the moment. Sometimes I forget to do that because I'm so busy planning. But that's my week 36 of 2025. I hope you guys had fun planning with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye.